First of all, you need to know that the YouTube Shorts algorithm is just a filter. By that, I mean it reacts based on the data you and your viewers provide. What does this mean? It means the algorithm doesn't decide on its own what goes viral. Instead, it simply analyzes your content and metadata. If approved, pushes it to an initial audience and decides how to proceed based on the signals it receives. In short, performance equals virality, while view potential equals your audience cap. Why do some YouTube Shorts stop at 0 or 100 views? When you upload a YouTube Short, the system processes all the information you give it, including both metadata and media. Metadata includes the title, description, tags, thumbnail, and hashtags. Basically, everything you fill out before hitting publish. Media processing happens the moment you drag your file into the upload section. YouTube analyzes the file at a technical level. For example, audio quality, sound effects, footage quality, matching scripts, visual duplication, elements, faces, voiceover. When a short stops at 0 to 100 views, it usually means it didn't pass this initial automated screening process. This typically happens for three main reasons. Existing matching content. This means your video heavily copies elements from other shorts already in the system. If your footage or voiceover matches existing content by a high percentage, the system likely won't give it a chance to be tested in the feed. Poor content quality. This refers to bad or overly loud audio, low-resolution footage, low-tier or lazy editing, unedited AI-generated videos, or random clips uploaded without a clear purpose. Flagged as spam. Your YouTube guru calls this shadow ban. It is more common with brand new channels, but it can happen to established ones too. It usually happens if the system detects spam behavior. For example, CapCut templates, footages used in mass, reposting existing shorts, unedited clips, AI clips without transformation, and more. Or if the account wasn't set up properly. How to set up a new channel safely. You don't need an old, aged account to get views. You just need to complete the setup process. When you create a YouTube channel, choose a clean name, add a description, and input relevant channel keywords. Finally, upload a logo and a banner, and verify your account using a phone number and ID. Wait about 3 days, and your account will be active, verified, and safe to post. Does the algorithm have preferences on how I upload? Indirectly, yes. Always complete your metadata. Fill out the upload section thoroughly, especially if you are a small or new channel, because it provides crucial context to the system. Upload when your audience is active. You can find this data in YouTube Studio. If your channel is brand new and lacks this data, aim for peak hours like 10 a.m. or 6 p.m. in your target country's time zone. Keep in mind how long it takes YouTube to start pushing your videos. If your previous shorts took 6 hours to start gaining traction, schedule your uploads 6 hours before your target peak time. Personally, I find scheduling a video 24 hours in advance to publish at 10 a.m. in your target country's time zone works best across all my channels. Posting frequency. I recommend uploading a short and waiting until its views slow down before posting the next one, especially if your channel is small or new. This gives the system more viewer behavior data, allowing your next video to target the ideal audience more accurately. One short every 48 hours works perfectly. Why do YouTube Shorts stop at 500 views? Reaching 500 views is a good initial signal. It means your short passed the technical check. However, stopping there usually comes down to 3 factors: performance, a low audience cap, or repetitive content. Performance. You can track performance in YouTube Studio by analyzing the retention graph, average percentage viewed, swiped away rate, likes, comments, and shares. If your views flatline, it means these metrics fell below the required threshold. Lack of audience or audience cap. Some topics simply don't have massive appeal. For example, a channel about dropshipping or coding will naturally have a lower audience ceiling than a broad entertainment or commentary channel. For a highly lucrative shorts channel relying strictly on AdSense, you want a niche with a potential reach of over 50 million monthly views. High-tier niches can still be incredibly lucrative, but through external monetization like product placements, sponsorships, or affiliate marketing. In simple terms, your niche and topic influences crucially your views and growth on YouTube. Existing content. If you copy viral videos exactly as they are, you will fail. Even if a direct re-upload luckily gets a few views initially, a channel without original transformation will die in the long run. If you want to cover a trending topic that is already viral, you must add unique value. When do YouTube Shorts go viral? There is no fixed timeline for virality. A trending topic is more likely to spike instantly. Instead, for evergreen topics takes longer. A short can hit the algorithmic virality after a week or even 90-plus days if its early metrics were solid. Typically, the algorithm tests content in phases. It measures initial data up to about 25,000 views. If the performance metrics hold up at that 25,000 mark, the video enters what I call the viral loop and receives a massive push. If it slows down but continues to gain 10 to 100 views every 48 hours from search or feed traffic, the seed is still alive and it could spike again later. A typical view velocity pattern looks like this: 0 to 50 views, 50 to 500 views, 500 to 1.5 thousand views, 1.5 thousand to 5,000 views, 5,000 to 12.5 thousand views, 12.5 thousand to 25,000 views. Once it clears 25,000 with strong metrics, it will continue to climb until it hits its audience cap or performance drops. What makes YouTube Shorts go viral? The algorithm simply filters your metrics, scores them, and compares them to competing videos in your niche. While YouTube doesn't publish exact target numbers, analyzing massive data sets across multiple niches reveals these reliable benchmarks. Average percentage viewed: aim for 90% plus on videos running 20 to 40 seconds, 100% plus for videos under 20 seconds, and 80% plus for videos longer than 40 seconds. Your universal goal should be to clear 90%. Likes: look for a 3% plus like-to-view ratio on engaged views. The only exception to this rule is content made for kids, which naturally gets fewer likes. For a standard audience, 3% to 5% is your baseline. Comments plus shares: aim for a combined 0.5% ratio relative to your views. These two metrics complement each other. A video with low comments can be saved by high shares and vice versa. Subscriber conversion: you want at least 0.1% of your viewers to hit the subscribe button from that specific short. The retention graph: use this to identify the weak points in your video. A sharp drop-off in the first 3 seconds points to a weak hook or an overused concept. A drop in the middle means your pacing slowed down, you gave away the payoff too early, or you failed to deliver on the hook's promise. You want the drop-off to happen in the final 1 to 5 seconds. Viewed versus swiped away: many YouTube growth channels says this is determined by your hook, but that is incorrect. This metric is heavily decided by your first 10 frames in YouTube's initial distribution. New channels usually hover between 40% and 80% while the algorithm figures out who your target audience is. Can you go viral every time? Yes, but let me explain how this actually works. Your views come from 3 main traffic engines on YouTube, and understanding them changes everything. Algorithmic promotion: these are the views you get directly from the Shorts feed, the YouTube homepage, and search results. This is where the concept of performance comes into play. To get pushed heavily by the algorithm, your video must hit high retention and low swipe-away metrics. While it is incredibly difficult to sustain this for every single upload, if you are in the right niche and consistently hit your performance benchmarks, it is entirely possible to go viral every time. Viewer behavior promotion: this engine relies entirely on your previous data. Once you have uploaded a few shorts, YouTube begins tracking how people interact with them. The system monitors who watched your video, liked it, commented, or shared it. YouTube then uses this data to map out your ideal viewer. When you upload your next short, the system automatically tests it on the feeds of people who interacted with your past content, even if they didn't subscribe. You've probably experienced this yourself. You watch a new creator's video once, and for the next 2 weeks, YouTube keeps slipping their new videos into your feed. That is viewer behavior promotion at work, and it is fueled entirely by your engagement metrics. Subscriber promotion: the more active subscribers you build over time, the higher your baseline views will be. When you see a massive channel getting 1 million views on every single short, it isn't because the algorithm holds a special preference for large channels. It's because their historical content successfully converted viewers into an active, loyal audience. Their subscribers act as a guaranteed, highly engaged test group the second a video goes live, creating an immediate launchpad for virality. Can your very first short go viral? Yes, but it requires exceptional metrics. Remember, your immediate goal shouldn't be hitting 1 million views overnight. It should be consistently clearing the 5,000 to 25,000 testing phases and hitting the performance benchmarks. Many creators confuse success with consistency. While consistency matters, it is secondary to performance. If you upload 50 low-performing shorts, consistency won't save you. Only optimization will. The key is delivering a clean short with a clear purpose. Mastering these fundamentals is what keeps your content out of the void. Thanks for watching.